Hi, I'm Tammy Spencer Helms. My pronouns are they and them, and I run The Clearing, which is a part of the Digital Cooperative Parish located here in Richmond, Virginia. The Clearing is a digital sanctuary carved out for spiritual fugitives inspired by the Hush Harbor. And you might be wondering, what is the Hush Harbor? Well, in the antebellum period in America, African slaves would go off the plantation to carve out a space for themselves to worship God in their own vernacular, where their bodies were safe, where they could do it together in practice in communal flourishing and thriving. And so when I think about the students I've worked with over the past 20 years, think about my own journey in faith, and I think about the need for formation for those who are exploring spirituality on the other side of institutional religion, it felt important to carve out a space online because that's where the people are. So the clearing exists to gather those who feel like they're spiritual fugitives but want to grow in faith. Where do they go? They can come to the clearing. We meet bi-weekly, and on the weeks that we don't meet, we do local outreach, and we also take time to rest and Sabbath. What I love about the clearing is that we center embodied practice and reconciliation. We bring in practitioners and those who are experts in the field to help to guide us through our Sunday services. My work is deeply inspired by Howard Thurman's mysticism and his thought processes about where faith is going and what are the mediums we're to use. I'm deeply inspired by the work of The Clearing because I know what happens when sacred refusal becomes a source for social revival.
Hi there, my name is Reverend Nathan Webb, he, him, or as the people on the internet know me, Nerd Pastor Nate. 6 years ago in 2020, I got the opportunity to plant a digital-first church called Checkpoint Church, which was designed with nerds, geeks, and gamers online. We started streaming games over on Twitch and discovered a rich and vibrant community on YouTube and Discord. We are creating compelling content and engaging, embodied, I like to call neo-monastic community over on Discord. We gather together once a week for communion, and we are gathering every single day for good fellowship. I am so excited for the future of digital ministry because I have seen firsthand how it can change lives. I can't wait to see what God does next.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Cameron Malachi Overton, and I use he, him, his pronouns.
And I'm Reverend Jonah P. Overton, and I use they, them, theirs.
And we are coming to you from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from Zao Church Collective. Our tenets are that we are Jesus-rooted, justice-centered, and radically inclusive. That means we follow a brown-skinned revolutionary Jesus who went to power and knows what it is like to be on the margins. And in fact, in our church, this is who we typically have within us. We are a trans-led church. We are people of color. We are people for whom others have marginalized and have excluded from the church. Often we talk about the fact that the people at Zao are bored of church, they were burned by church, or they're brand new. They didn't really know what the point of this Jesus that we talk about was, and we are able to introduce our brown-skinned revolutionary Jesus to them.
In the coming season, Zao is embarking on a whole new journey in partnership with the Desert Southwest Conference. Having been planted in the Wisconsin Annual Conference and done local ministry here in Milwaukee for 10 years, we started to realize that so many of our community were actually joining us from much further away. And though we were having people commute on Sunday mornings all the way from across state lines, we were still reaching people further and further. We found that online was actually the best way to reach the marginalized folks who identified Zao as their home base, the place that they could feel fully seen and understood by the church, usually for the first time in their lives. Through collaborations across the Methodist connection, we met other incredible creatives who dreamed up this digital cooperative parish hosted by the DSC. Within this digital cooperative parish, we will collaborate with these other ministries and with this conference so that we can reach more people online in ways that really see people for who they are and bring change into their lives.